Hey builders, today we're looking at the ultimate Lego set, the global economy. But right now, there's a major crack in the base plate. Recently, the lead designer gave a speech about a massive conflict near the Strait of Hormuz. Think of this as the tiniest, most important 1x2 bridge in the world. 20 million barrels of power functions oil need to pass through it every single day. But right now, that bridge is blocked, and the instructions for how to fix it are missing. Here's the real problem. The U.S. build is currently standing on a tower of 40 trillion borrowed bricks. For years, the U.S. has been selling off its best pieces, Technic gears, rare minifigures, and prime base plates to other collectors like China and Japan, just to keep the project going. In fact, the neighbors now own almost all the rarest bricks in our house. Now, because that oil bridge is closed, those neighbors suddenly need digital studs to buy fuel. To get them, they are dumping their U.S. Treasury bricks back onto the market. When everyone sells at once, the complexity rating, or interest rate, goes up. If that rating hits the danger zone, our debt tower becomes too heavy to support itself. The designers have three choices on how to handle this wobbly tower. First, they could let the tower fall. That means no more support, letting the complexity rating skyrocket, and watching the Lego city enter a deep recession. Second, they could use the infinite brick glitch. This is where they turn on a 3D printer and start churning out millions of low-quality plastic studs to buy up the debt. It saves the tower for a moment, but suddenly every brick in your bin is worth less because there are just too many of them. This is what we call stagflation. The third choice is to pack up the set and go home. If the U.S. can't keep the oil bridge open, the rest of the world will stop using our standard studs and start inventing their own building system. This would be the end of the U.S. as the master builder. But there's a theory that this crisis is being used to launch a new expansion pack called the Digital Control Grid. Imagine if every Lego app on your phone became a digital wallet. To use them, the government might require these companies to hold debt bricks as a foundation. Suddenly, your digital studs are tracked by a master program. The designers could potentially pause your bricks if you don't follow the build team of the week. Maybe the algorithm thinks you bought too much energy-intensive meat, or you didn't follow the latest health instructions. It's the ultimate centralization of our hobby. So how do you keep your collection safe from a system reset? Start by looking for physical elements. Hold real, off-grid pieces like physical gold and silver. These are the classic 2x4 bricks of history. They don't need an internet connection or a government server to have value. Next, practice self-custody. If you use Bitcoin, keep it in your own private brick box, not on a digital shelf owned by a big corporation. Finally, build local. Connect with other builders in your neighborhood and trade real goods and skills so you aren't entirely dependent on the global instruction manual. Keep your eyes on the build, stay informed, and don't let them swap your rare pieces for plastic imitations. For more real-world, simplified economic analysis, follow Brickonomics, your favorite source for building a better future.